Storytellers. Welcome to Crusader Storytime. I was sitting at home and thinking about how much I missed you guys, and I was thinking about eggs. Wonder why I was thinking about eggs. Maybe because we just had the holiday of Easter. And on Easter, my family went and we had an Easter egg hunt in the backyard. We found lots of great eggs with things inside. And I was thinking about eggs and thinking about how a lot of them cracked open. And I was thinking about a story. And the story I was thinking about was Humpty Dumpty. Do you know that one? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. It was a really kind of sad story. But I received a book from the book fair this year, and it's about Humpty Dumpty after the fall and how maybe he was put back together again. So let's read it together. Humpty Dumpty after the fall, how Humpty Dumpty got back up again. This is by David Sinnett. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called me the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand, but it was just an accident, but it changed my whole life. Fortunately, all the king's men did manage to put me back together again. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. So I'm looking at these pictures, I'm taking some clues. He's coming out of the hospital, and he's got band-aids, and he's put back together, but I'm looking here, and he's got a bed like my daughter Peyton has, and it's a loft bed, and it's way up high, and you climb to the top, and you sleep way up high in the bed. Some of you might have a bunk bed like that, but I'm looking at Humpty, and he's on the floor. I think he's kind of scared to climb up there in that high bed. After that day, I became afraid of heights, and heights are just really tall places. Miss Thompson's actually afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things, and this is one of my favorite pictures of the book. So you have all these fun cereals up top, Crunch Tiger and Rainbow Bites and Fruit Hoops and all the bright color, but you have to climb the ladder to get there, and so he's kind of stuck getting the no fun cereal, granola harvest. Poor Humpty. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. Eventually, I settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by, and I don't know if you can see, but look very closely. It's a paper airplane. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches. But day after day, I kept trying and trying. How frustrated he is. I like in all these pictures his tongue's out while he's working. Until I got it just right. Look at that paper airplane. Man, it's pretty intricate and it looks a lot like a bird. My plane was perfect. It flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, though. But it was close enough. So here he goes. Unfortunately, though, accidents happen. Looks very sad. They always do. I'm going to hold it like this. I want you to see what happened to the paper airplane. Here's the wall. That paper airplane is soaring right over the wall. We lost it. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified, but I was going to climb that wall. So here he is climbing up, and he's so scared. He's getting higher with the birds. I didn't look up, didn't look down. I just kept climbing one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Look at his hands. Woo! He made it. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. I love these pictures because there are some hints of what's going on. You can see the egg here, and it says crack. The shell is cracking. And then you see some hints of feathers in the cracks. I wonder what's happening. Look at that. His shell cracked open, and what came out? It's a bird. The egg who got back up and learned how to fly. How awesome is that story? I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope while you're at home, you're able to face a little fear that you have, because it's always good to get back up and keep trying. I love you so much, and I miss you, and I cannot wait to see everybody again, and don't forget to join us next time on Crusader Storytime. Mwah!